Okay, this is like the third time I've tried to record this video. And evidently, something does not want me to get this video out today. I don't know what's going on. But if you're not part of the channel, share, subscribe, like this video. We appreciate everybody on the channel. Like I've said now like 3 or 4 times trying to record this video. I'm going to do like one video per day through this weekend because I know everybody's with their families and I know everybody out there is enjoying their time with festivities and stuff like that that's going on. I talked to God about confirmation on the 24-hour thing about everybody turning their lives around with these pastors and these big churches, trying to get more information on it. Because like I said, the Holy Spirit was kind of talking without me even knowing what was going on. And what I got was that in the 1,000-year reign, stuff like that, when your rewards are given out, you will be given communities that you will be over. And they're losing their communities and their stuff that they would have in a 1,000-year reign because of their refusal to tell everybody that Jesus is coming and that the world is falling apart and to have themselves ready. He's given everybody else the message that we got. These big churches got it, these big guys on YouTube, but they refuse because they don't want to lose their money and their subscribers. That's why they're not doing it. They're hiding under their beds because they don't want to make people mad. And you know, that's just part of it. But they're basically denying God. That's what they're doing. That's basically what they're doing. Now, they'll get to heaven, but they ain't going to have nothing. And they're not going to have what they would have had if they've just opened their mouths. But there's nothing we can do. Like I said, they have so much time to turn themselves around. If they don't, that's all I can do. So, have yourselves ready. Israel is, like I said, Israel is falling apart beyond belief. Rocket attacks all through the night and through the day today. Their government's in shambles. Their military is in shambles. Believe it or not, they have people resigning like crazy. It's a madhouse over there. These are the early signs of Jacob's trouble, which makes sense because it brings you to the next topic. There's a solar eclipse on the 20th of April. This solar eclipse, the last time it happened, ushered in Adolf Hitler. These are what we call an Antichrist solar eclipse. God always warns us with these things. Every time there's one, we know an Antichrist is going to show up. Yes, there's been multiple Antichrists. Hitler was one. He was an Antichrist spirit. He had numbers on the Jews' shirts and stuff like that on their, basically their jail clothes or whatever it would have been. But he was an early version of the Antichrist. Now, this Antichrist will be 100 times worse than he is. And he will go after the Jews also. But this will usher in, it's a warning, basically. It's basically a warning in the stars that lets you know what's about to take place. God warns you, just like with the blood moons. But see, Satan knew this, and he tried to pervert these signs by coming up with astronomy. The love of planets and stars and stuff like that. And that is perverted. That is not God. Astronomy. I'll get it right here in a second. Astronomy is the study of stars. That's science. That's okay. Astrology is the bad one. Whew, I'm trying to get it. They're even confusing for me to get them to talk about them. But the thing is, the 3 wise men used that to find Jesus when he was born. They was 2 years off. But if they didn't see it in the stars, they would have never known. See, God gives us signs in the moons, the stars, everything. Eclipses, everything is warning signs of the events about to happen. Most Christians are never taught that. That's why we know so much more than they do, and they have no clue what's going on or what time it is. Because they study so much, and then they don't know anything else because they don't want to. They shut the Bible, go home, and that's it. We, watchers, we never stop. We know the prophecies, the stars in the skies, where everything lines up, the word, everything. It's not one, because we love Jesus. We're waiting for him to come. They ain't. They don't care. Their lives are more important than Jesus. They'd rather be going to ball games. That's why we know more than they do, and they're completely lost and running around with their heads cut off. That's why. We spend 5 to 6 hours a day studying this stuff. They don't study at all. Half of them don't even know the Bible itself. And they go to church every day. Have no clue. It's just, if you don't know the great apostasy and the falling away has already taken place. I saw a pastor today with his little rainbow flag on in his church. That's the apostasy of the church. That's the great falling away. And I would not want to be those people. Would not. But that's where we are, people. The church does not believe in God anymore. Most people don't. And most people, if you tell them that Jesus is coming, their head starts going in circles and they start spewing foam from the mouth. You know what I'm talking about. Even on Facebook. They don't want to be told because they want to live their lives. They want to sin. They don't want to go to heaven. Lord, I've heard Christians say, I don't want to go to heaven. That sounds horrible. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? But I mean, this is what we got. This is what we got to deal with. If you can't see the world's at its last minutes, no, we don't know the time. Like I said, I could never sit here and go, okay, at Monday at 4 o'clock, we're going to be out of here. We don't know that. There's no way we could ever pinpoint that unless God just come out and told us. It could be a month from now. We don't know. We can always have a feeling that it's now. Or know the times because God does work in patterns. He always repeats things in certain weeks of the year. And we watch for those and pray that God gets us out of here. Because I know you're like me. You don't want to be here in this evil place. A place where we destroy more children every day than any war combined. Pedophiles are let roam free. And it's just that we just say that, okay, they're sick. No, people are just evil. They're not sick. They're evil. But now it's okay to be evil. What's wrong is right. What's right is wrong. And it gets worse every day. I don't want to be here anymore. I want off this evil planet. And I know you do too. And I know a lot of you are beat up. You're tired. Your legs are hurting. I got my aunt, Sharon, broke her back. Got Bonnie McCoy. She's having struggles right now. So keep them in your prayers. And a lot of you all, we're hanging on by a thread. I know. Trust me. I want out of here just as bad as you do, but we got to keep being strong because we're not leaving until that last Gentile gets on the boat, people. It's just the bottom line. It sucks, but they're still your brothers and sisters. I don't care where they come from, what nation, what color. We got to wait to get them all on here. I mean, it's just the bottom line. Yeah, it sucks. I know. It's like you want to just go usher them onto the boat, but there's, God runs the ship. He's the captain. There's only one way into heaven. That's through Jesus. Right now, you have to make a choice. There's only two people. This world will destroy itself. I've seen it. Bonnie McCoy has seen it. Many others have confirmed this too, that the two big guns will destroy themselves. This year, it's going to happen. And a lot of that's probably because of that solar eclipse ushering in the Antichrist. That's a sign of his approach upon the earth. He's here, but he's not been revealed until we're gone. People's like, well, I don't think America and Russia will do that. They won't have a choice. You don't get it. It's already written. It will happen. There's nothing you can do by trying to wish it away. It will happen. It's already written. It's going to happen. The world will be destroyed by fire. There is no stopping it. It will happen. I don't care if you want it to happen or not. It's going to happen. Either you're here or you're not here. Choice is yours. I'm not going to hold your hand. You've got to make a choice. Do you want to sit here and melt? And then on top of that, go to hell and spend eternity melting for the eternity. That's up to you. Or you accept Jesus and live forever in peace and happiness. Man, not a hard choice, but these people will choose to be in hell for eternity. They will choose it because they love their sin. They just love it. They can never stop sinning. They got to have their sin. And that's why they get themselves in it. And they just refuse to believe in Jesus. Just refuse. Even after the rapture happens and people disappear all over the planet, they will still shake their fist at the sky and refuse to listen. They just will. Pride. Just like they believe that World War III will never happen. It will never happen. They'll never let these big, horrible weapons off. They do, and it does, and it happens this year. I'm not guessing. I'm telling you 100%. It does happen. Either you're here with it, or you're not. But the only other way, Jesus is the door. You believe that Jesus died upon that cross for your past, present, and future sins, and you get off this planet. Trust me, I know you don't know me, but I'm telling you right now, it will happen. And the only way is to get to Jesus. That's it. There will be no bunkers. There will be no place to hide. The preppers I know they're talking about, they're just so geared up for this, they have no clue what's coming for them. That's not the only thing coming for them. I'm talking creatures that have never been seen upon this earth, hunting you down. They have no clue what they're about to face. Nobody does, because they don't read the Bible. If you read Revelation right now, everybody on this earth would be on their knees begging God and turning themselves back to God. But they don't read the Bible. They don't believe in it. But the Revelation tells you of creatures that you do not. And Lord, these crazy angels that gets let off destroys 1/3 of the population of man upon the earth. They destroy half the population. Do you truly want to be here? I don't. I'll be glad to get out of here. And I know you do too. You are God's sheep. You hear it. You know it. You know we're at the end. But what I'm asking you today, I know it's hard. It's just to keep your eyes upon the Lord. Watch that sky. Do not be disappointed by date setters, because they can really get on you. And I know God's telling me to tell you that. We got to be very careful. Right now, we're waiting for that last Gentile to get on the boat. And we've got to give them time. And as soon as that happens, Jesus will pull the plug upon this earth and we will leave. But you're not months away from this happening, okay? So get that out of your head. Now, I know that. I know the time is very short. But we got to be very careful of telling everybody a certain day, because we don't, until that last Gentile gets on the boat, we don't know. But I do know we are at last call of getting everybody to turn themselves around. You don't have years, people. I've tried to let you know that because I love you. And I know the reason I do this is because Jesus loves you, and that's the only reason I'm doing this. Because trust me, I take enough threats and heat from this stuff to where I can't even sleep. So trust me, I'm not doing this for my health. I'm definitely not doing it for the money. So, like I said, I'm just trying to let you know your time is limited. And you've got to have yourself ready to get out of here. And you, as God's sheep, you know you've already had the rapture dreams. You're seeing it. You know it. You already feel it. I don't even have to explain it to you, because you already know. That's why you're here. God brought you here because you had a feeling and you didn't know what it was. But now you know that we're getting out of here. Now, I want you all to enjoy your weekend. Try to be stress-free. I know there's so much going on, but, praise Jesus that we're getting out of here, okay? Think about the greatness of heaven and what it's going to be like. That's what I want you to all to do, is to keep your mind upon Jesus, that he's coming. Now, he's not gave up on us. He made a promise. He's already told us he's at the door. So don't get discouraged right now. I know it's easy to do. I know what Satan's doing to you. But I promise you, you're about to win. If you hang in there, you're going to go to a place that you could never imagine how wonderful it is. So I want you to concentrate on that for me. I want you to just think about being with your family members that's passed and how great heaven is. When you start to get discouraged with everything that's going on right now, that's what I want you to think about, okay? And understand that Jesus is right by your side all through the day, all through the night. There's no fear in you, and Jesus loves you. He brought you to this channel, so that means you're selected. That means he chose you. That means you're special. We're all special. But you are very special because you heard his voice. And you came here looking for answers. Why is all these events happening? Why is this happening? Because you wanted answers. And that's why we're here. It's a special channel. It's not just my channel, it's your channel. It's one big family. Look at it like a rest area. this channel, basically, is what it is. We come here to get information, what the media and the church is not telling us. We come here to get spiritually charged and to feel calm because we know the world's falling apart. That's why we're here, and that's why I told you I'll be here to the day we get out of here. I don't care how long that is. I'm going to be here with you, encouraging you every day to hang in there just another day. Whatever it takes, I'm in this with you. You're not alone, and Jesus is with us all. So now I know it's discouraging a lot of times, but I promise you He's coming. And we just got to hang in there till that last Gentile gets on the boat. Remember, they're your brothers and sisters, and we don't want to lose them. We don't want to lose anybody. We want to try to get as many of them as possible. Nobody should ever have to be facing what the world is about to face. And I know we get antsy to get out of here, but we don't need any of our brothers and sisters to face that, I'm telling you. It's a horrible way to go, and I don't want it for anybody. So have yourself, go, like I said, go to work, pay your bills, but just always make sure you know what's happening and you know Jesus is coming. And try to pat somebody on the back and say, I love you, Jesus is coming. And constantly pray for all the souls that reject the Holy Spirit. It's a hard time, people. But you got to remember, every disciple wanted to be here at this time. We are actually the luckiest ones that we are here at this time. And we're watching the Bible play out in real time. We're actually very lucky. And we're actually getting to see it. We're watching Revelation actually play itself out, and Daniel and all of it, Ezekiel, all of it's coming. It's building itself up. We're watching it play out. It's a glorious time because that means we're going home. And don't forget about home. I know it's hard down here, but I want you to think about it. When you get discouraged, think about your beautiful, lush tree gardens and everything in heaven. That's what I want you to do for me. And I want you to call upon Jesus and talk to Him about it. He wants to talk to you. Jesus is the only way, people. He loves you. You're His kids. Call upon Jesus today. It's the only way. You do not have to face what this world is about to face. So give Him a chance. I'm telling you, He's the best friend you'll ever have in your life. He is mine. If I don't see or hear from you again, I'll see you in heaven.